Welcome back, everybody. And welcome back, Rick. Hey, you want to step out and see who's who unless you know these guys? I think this is Brandon at the table, but I'm not positive. Last thing I want to do is get it wrong. All right, well, we were rebooting. These guys got started. I believe this is game one. This is a men's gold division match, race to 5. We got Frank Henry and Brandon Hobbs. Rick just went to go in and check the score to make sure this is game one, but I'm pretty sure it is. And to make sure we're calling them by the right name, because there's nothing worse than yeah. I would go like red striped shirt, but that's him. No, the other guy. Okay, so this is Frank. You streaming table? You did that. You laid your headset on the keyboard and it sit there and was typing.
All right, secret taping technique there.
Yeah. I look over and it's just like going crazy. I'm like, what in the world?
Looks like we're still dropping some frames.
I think it could be
no,
the internet.
not yet. Cool, welcome everybody. Which table are you on? Go to the other table. The other table is Brandon Hobbs and Frank.
Oh, you don't have anything set up over here.
Just turn on the scoreboard. It should. No, the other one. Bottom. There you go. I got it on share. So, yeah, we switched to the other table because the first match was running behind. So we started what was on one over there.
Okay, so
everybody's been asking about Frank Henry being on there, so now we got him.
Yeah, we got him. Now this is, which one was this?
That's Frank.
That's Frank, so I believe.
And he was up 1-0, probably 2-0 now, I'm thinking. Pretty sure it's 2-0. Oh, I got cold, man.
I guess it's pretty cold out there. The people are freaking out that their teams aren't going to be able to make it up here.
What?
It's freezing rain in parts of Oklahoma.
This is Oklahoma. You don't know how to drive on freezing rain. You guys get it every year.
Everything's shut down. Go back home where I come from. They got an inch of snow.
I remember Portland, Oregon used to get freezing rain about once a year. Holy crap.
Ice storms.
Oh, yeah. I remember it was like, I want to say 83 or 84. They got an ice storm up there one time. It was 2 inches of ice on everything. You couldn't even walk in the streets.
It was 85 because I lived there.
Did you?
And I was delivering the paper.
Yeah, 84 or 85, I think. It was brutal.
Holy smoke, somebody just Facebook messaged me, hey, are you going to put the Frank Henry?
It's on, man. It's on.
He is a celebrity in this.
Oh, Lord. Well, Brandon's at the table. I could probably turn off that little screen up there just because.
Well, I left it on so people could.
Yeah. Then they want to know what the score is over there.
Well, yeah. We're good, but we're only so good.
Yeah. All right, people. Hop over there and hit that like button. Or you can hit that dollar bill button. Okay. Donate a little cash to the Bad Boy cause. That's how we bring you the free streams. There's tons of videos on there to go back and look at. Brandon has taken the beard thing very seriously. It's funny because he gets down on the shot and then the cue goes through his beard. I wonder if he even notices.
I just want someone to explain to us why why Frank is so
popular. Everybody wants to see him on the stream. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody give us some insight. How about you, Doug?
It was our referee.
You were hitting us up for it, weren't you?
It was our referee Kay that just messaged me and says, "Hey, is the live stream back up, and are you gonna put the Frank Henry match on?"
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, Frank is a popular fella.
Do you guys all want him to win, or are you just getting him on here to root for him to lose?
Yeah. What's up? What's the story? Our chat room's quiet too. Oh, tried to cheat the pocket to get shape, and he got the shape, but didn't make the ball.
You know, on a valley, that would have gone just fine.
Yeah. A lot tougher to drop on the diamond table. All right, let's see what Frank's got going on here.
This is well, that 2 has got him hooked on just about everything. I think he's right up against it. I don't think he can actually make the 1. I don't think he can make the 7. If you're going to miss, it's the way you want to leave it.
Finally, he shows up. Where's my sweet tea, dude? Back here starving to death. Dying of thirst. Where's my tea? Where's my tea, man?
There's your cup.
Fill it with tea.
There's your cup.
It needs to be full of tea.
I know. I asked him to give me a tea like an hour and a half ago.
Hey.
I'm back here choking on a damn chocolate chip cookie. Got nothing back here to drink. Yeah? Did she buy your food too? Then go give me a damn tea.
I had to go get it.
Oh, no. It's a hard job. He gets paid to stand around here and watch nothing. And then he's got to go get food. He's like, oh. And if y'all saw his belly, him going to get food is like, he should be like thrilled to death.
Hey, don't be messing up Rick's hair now.
That's right. Don't be messing up my hair, bitch.
We got to get Rich in the chat, or we got to get him on the headset here.
Oh, there's green peppers on my freaking burrito. What the hell with the green peppers?
Yes.
No, green peppers don't belong on anything.
Oh, yeah, everything.
Is there really?
Oh, see, they're not green peppers.
Oh,
they're
no.
jalapenos.
It'll be down at the end.
Here, Brett.
Oh, I can't eat.
Can't eat? Hell, take it to somebody else, dude. I'm not eating anything with green peppers and jalapenos.
Really?
No. Somebody in there will want it. Ain't eating shit with that crap
Well,
on
let's
it.
see here. Brandon now has ball in hand, and I like the fact that he's going to start with this 15 because it's got one pocket. I think if he follows forward a little bit so he can get that 12.
Yeah. Yeah, because the 13
12,
go up in the
yeah,
upper left corner.
everything would have a pocket then if he. Well, now he's going to leave the 15 there and start with the, looks like the 10. I don't know if you could get on the 15 off of this shot. Yeah, I didn't like that.
No.
Now he cuts this. He's going into the 8.
Yeah, we'll have to pull back and slide out past the 8 so he can shoot.
How's he going to get up there by the 4 to shoot the 15?
Well, let's watch. Apparently he has a plan.
He's got a little different plan than I would, but let's see.
Let's see what he executes.
Maybe I'll learn something.
Well, he's got that. Oh,
he was playing safe.
that's not very safe though. The 5 can make.
Yeah.
You can combo the 5 into the 2. Still have the pocket
All
block.
right, so the Oklahoma legend Frank Henry steps to the table. I'm gonna go get the guy's autograph. Just
Nah, people can hang out with you and be around you for 10 years and not know you don't eat jalapenos and green peppers. Oh, I'm surprised he did that, but it worked out. Oh,
this
I
is
should go
a
back to
winner
drinking.
side match.
Yeah, the 4th round. Kind of
Yeah,
like
so both
that.
of these guys either had a bye and won a couple, or have won 3. Yeah, hit too much ball there. Shot it into the bottom rail. Well, about all Brandon has to start with here is the 14 down on the bottom rail. Don't know if he can spin it into the 12 after, or
You can, but you gotta.
he could go straight up and separate.
This is
the
gonna
11.
sound weird, but if you hit it with low English, low inside English,
Yeah.
you can get it over there. But you can't drill it. It's gotta be a smooth stroke.
Right, yeah,
You drill it, you just bounce away, but
you've got to hit it soft enough that the English can take.
yeah. You hit that cue ball at about 4 o'clock. And you gotta thin that 14 perfect. Yeah, it's the internet.
Is that just the internet?
Yeah, it's not dropping frames. See, you hit that pretty good. You just hit the 14 just a little
Yeah.
off.
Anytime you're shooting
Inside English.
inside English, it makes it tough.
Yeah, he just overcut the 14 just a little bit. That's because his cue squirted the cue ball out a little bit. Hitting it that extreme, you throw the cue ball away a little bit. Oh, you know what? This didn't send, Brett, so...
Yeah, you could delete your
Oh, man, I put a lot of 9s out there.
It's
2,100 of them.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You don't know how bad I wanted it.
Number of the day, 9.
Chat room sponsored by the number 9.
But a number 9.
For those of you in the chat room, Rick laid his headset on the keyboard of his laptop, and so it was sitting there just hitting the 9 over and over and over and over and over again. 21,000 times. Well, I was rebooting and
I have deleted
checking Facebook. And
all but 800 of them so far.
just out of the corner of my eye, I just kind of looked over. Can you imagine if I hadn't noticed it?
It just, yeah, there'd be like 20,000, 50,000, 100,000.
Yeah, 100,000 9s.
Your lucky number of the day.
Hey.
This game brought to you by the number 9. We got to work on our play-by-play, dude.
All right.
The players were loving it this morning, but I can
Eli
only
said-
go for like
Yeah.
2 shots max.
when you're sitting back here by yourself, it's tough to play off of yourself.
Brandon comes to the table. 4 stripes are sitting up, 2 solids, and the 8 ball. He's looking at the table, looking at the 15, takes a cocky glance at the 13.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm just sitting here pointing out the blatantly obvious that everybody could see.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I did.
Can you imagine being a radio announcer for pool?
Hey, yes, I can. I did a whole game this morning. Play by play, the move, the step. He's aiming, he's looking. No.
Swing and a miss.
Recalculating.
Yeah, that's the.
He gets down on the 4. He's going to shoot the 4. He practice stroke, up. Recalculating. He is now looking at the 2. He's looking at the 2.
Brandon's having a little trouble here deciding exactly.
Yeah, he's a little indecisive. Well, the 15 he could shoot, but I think he's afraid he's going to draw back into the side, and he kind of needs to draw back to shoot the 11 in the side. I don't know.
Well, here we go.
You can do it with a ton of spin. You can get it. You can come back into those, just like that. But
he's okay. I think he still has the 11.
11 still goes.
I like 11. Go to the side rail, come down for the 14, and then get the 12 and the 8. Or just roll forward 12, 14. Either way is.
Yeah, this whole match is. We haven't dropped any frames yet, so I think the race to 5 popping back and forth there is the internet.
The internet likes races to 5 better.
Well, no, it's just it's blinking, but we're not losing the frame, so
I was like,
it's sketchy internet.
Rick
just
Jones has lost his mind.
All right, look, see, Doug's back in there. Frank Henry is his hero. What's the scoop? Everybody wants us to stream Frank Henry.
You're not the only fan.
And now we've
Frank
got
Henry
him.
has. Who is this guy?
Come on, woohoo! Tell us what's up. Well, I think Brandon's got. I think he's got enough angle to pop this cue ball straight down. Oh, they said he should be in platinum. Is that what it's all about?
They're trying to make a point.
They just want to.
He's way underrated, and we want to put him on TV.
He has a tournament named after him. He's that good. Oh.
You know, this kind of reminds me of the tournament we did up in Snoqualmie last year. And guys were complaining that they had to play the attorney.
Harry Plattis. Oh, I know.
I got a Hall of Famer in the silver division, and I'm thinking, the guy is like in his 70s. He's not in the Hall of Fame for playing bar table.
Yeah, well, he wasn't really that great at one pocket either.
No,
I mean, he's good.
He's in the Hall of Fame for action.
Yeah, he was never a great. I mean, people never feared him on a one pocket.
No, they feared his matching up abilities. Yeah,
his money.
He never won a one pocket tournament. But he broke a lot of players.
Doug has played Frank at the VFW in Muskoka. And have never beat him. Oh.
He's a legend at the VFW.
He's a legend in Doug's mind for sure. Everybody has that one monkey that won't get off their back. Well, it's 2-1. So Brandon's not afraid of him.
That's right. Brandon can beat him. He just did it. Brandon can beat him. So Doug should be able to. Seeing people come out these big double doors to our right here. Guy last night comes out.
That was a nice break right there.
Comes out, runs right into our table. He goes, whoops. He goes, I am so sorry. He says, I've been coming out this door thousands of times. Nobody's ever been sitting here. He'd been off, you know. It was like last night was his first day back. It was his Monday. And he comes back and out of there like, whoa. I've been coming out of here for years. No one's ever been sitting here.
Doug thinks he needs to make a voodoo doll of Frank.
Oh.
Well, the key to a guy like that is once you beat him,
Oh, yeah.
then you got him. Well, the draw for the teams is already done, or we'd have made sure that Doug's team had to play Frank's team right out of the gate.
Is Doug coming in for teams?
Doug says he's coming.
Well,
Doug acts like he's busy at work or something and can't come down and visit. That's how Doug plays that game. He doesn't want people to know that he's independently wealthy and retired.
I was going to say, I didn't know Doug worked.
He
I
pretends
thought
that he's a hard worker and he's so busy with stuff. And he doesn't want people to really know he hit the lottery.
Yeah, I thought.
My bad. Almost let the lottery thing slip out,
he was
Doug.
Just some
I'm
guy
sorry.
who won the lottery, plays pool.
I think Doug is now cussing our names.
It won't be the first time or the last, probably.
We kid you guys. Doug is the brokest guy in the building.
He needs weight.
Hey, he needs weight to pay attention.
If you're going to play Doug, give him some weight. Don't be Frank Henry.
He's so broke he needs weight to pay attention.
Oh.
We love you, Doug, or we wouldn't mess with you.
All right, Doug, if you win, we need a little jelly here because we're good for your action. Now we don't know what the race is over here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Jeremy would know, I don't.
Well, he went at that 2-13.
He wanted that 2-ball.
But
It's going to put him in 1-ball hell's what's going to happen.
yeah, if I was him, I'd start looking at some safety opportunities.
Well,
But boy, it's tough. I mean,
he's got an opportunity to get to it. If you shoot the 6, then shoot the 1, you could pull back into the 2. It's a tough one. It's really not as tough as you think it would be. But most people never practice that cutting a ball on a rail and where the cue ball will go after. See, right here, he's got the perfect opportunity to shoot that 1 and hit the 2.
well, we'll see. I don't know. I think he was trying to get a little higher, maybe on the 5 to go in.
Yeah, but the 10's in the way from there. Shoot the 1 ball, a half a tip to the right, and 2 tips below center, and I think you'll pull that cue ball right by the 5 and between the 5 and the 13 and hit the 2 ball. But that's just something you have to practice, so you know how to bring the cue ball off of those particular shots. More people get screwed by trying to get shape off of that shot.
Oh, yeah.
Because they never practice it. They're not quite sure where the cue ball is going to go. But he could get there from here.
He's looking like the way he's loading up. Yeah, he went for
He
it.
gave it a shot, and he got there.
He ran
Oh,
into it.
come on.
Oh.
Really?
Okay, he can still
Not a
hit
pool
the-
god in his pocket
No,
there.
no.
Everybody
Pool gods are like,
chip
yes!
in and everybody chip in and get Brandon a rabbit's foot or a 4-leaf clover. That was just wrong. He made a great swing at that.
That shot reminds me of the commercial. Oh, you almost had it. You got to be a little, they're dangling the dollar out there.
I can top all you guys and your "you're so broke" comments, but I just can't say it on the internet and have it there forever.
Oh, come on.
He said, "Doug's so broke he eats cereal with a fork to save milk." That's a good one.
That is a good.
Too broke to pay attention. Yeah, that one's kind of weak.
I'm
I got one way, way better, but I can't say it.
Cereal,
on
the fork is one I hadn't heard before. I like it.
They're okay. I got a much better one, but you'll have to come here to hear it. Can't let people know I said it out loud. But I promise you, if you hear it, you will wish you were never that broke.
So broke, I had to change my name to Rick Jones.
Now, Doug, you're going to have to come here, I'll tell you. You come visit, I'll tell you. If you want to say it online, you can say it, but, you know, I'm a business owner. I got to be somewhat professional.
Oh, what? All right, tell me, I'll say it, then you can fire me. All right. Frank's running off these stripes.
Well, the table was pretty clear for him.
Yeah. He'll just have to be a little careful going from the 9 across for the 10, but okay, he's going to go 10, 9. I like this. You know, just noticing Frank Henry's a little older in years than, a little more experienced than probably a lot of his, these guys sometimes have to fade people's perception of who they were 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Earl says,
I
I
heard,
got to
yeah.
play like the Earl of the 80s.
Yeah, Earl says he has to match up to the Earl of the 80s.
He still does it once in a while.
I'm like, the Earl of the 80s was too skinny to even pack around half of the crap he wears now.
No kidding.
All
Well,
right.
Frank takes a 3-1 lead. I'll tell you Friday, bud. That's fine. It's not my breakfast. It's got green peppers and jalapenos in it. Wait a minute. I have a way. Oh, look. Doug Woo. Private message. All right, there you go. I sent it to Doug via Messenger. Oh. Bud says tell you and you can text it to him. You know what it is?
Oh, geez, that's
That's why I can't say it.
that's
Here.
pretty bad.
That is pretty broke.
I could see why you would say. I would say that.
Not on a stream that's going to be up forever. I say something like that, some people might not hire us in the future. Well, the infamous Frank Henry is back at the table. Oh. Well, it looks like Brandon can make the 3. If he can make the 3, he should be able to run this table out, really.
So I wanted a different perspective. I asked Kay, so why is Frank Henry so
She was asking too, wasn't she?
Yeah, and so she said he's a good guy and a good player. So it sounds like he's just a well-liked guy by everybody but Doug.
Yeah, apparently
Doug's the only one with a voodoo doll.
And Doug said, "That's lovely." Oh, he was trying to get through there to combo the 4. And he has now made a mess.
I was going to say, he did manage to mess up the solids a little more.
But. Yeah, but they're his.
Oh, yeah, it's true. You wish he was solid. Was he doggone
it? He may have that 13 in a wee bit of a trap.
Yeah, I was going to say, Frank's only real issue is the 13, because the 15 goes. The 14's a little bit in that funny spot, but he can handle it.
Yeah, let's see what Frank does with this.
Yeah, I noticed their cutoffs in some of these divisions are pretty low. I think I'd be in the platinum division here. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wish they would have just taken everybody into the singles and then divide into however many divisions you want, so that the problem is by setting numbers is just a bad idea.
Oh, which reminds me, you need to get online and check our next event. They're all trying to divide the singles divisions on the internet.
They need to just chill.
Their players, everybody's trying to figure out what division they're going to be on their own. Like, oh, this is going to go bad.
Everybody's a tournament director.
Well,
he's got the 12 ball covered.
Yep.
He's playing some military tactics here. That is broke, huh, bud? I told you I got the best one.
Yeah, I don't know. The I'm so broke lines are kind of like your mama's so fat or your mama's so ugly lines. There's so many of them out there.
Well, what's he going to do with that 12 ball? If he can get below it, I think it might go by the... If it clears the 6.
Yeah, I don't...
What you got, Buffalo Bill? Nothing.
You know what I kind of like here is just bump the 14 in front of the side and leave him right there. Well, Frank's not that nice. He just just tied up the 7 and the 2 up there. He's left pretty much nothing. A bank on the 2. I'd stop the cue ball pretty much right there.
Or put a lot of right-hand spin on it. And
okay, he's not.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get behind the edge of that ball.
Yeah.
Put a lot of right hand spin on it and roll it a little bit more so it hits the rail and then kind of spins to the right just a little bit.
Well, he could take on the 15 if he wanted. I still like just bumping that 14 down. Because I don't like balls that are sitting on a rail right next to the side pockets. But
well, it looks like Frank's weakness. Doesn't seem to have one in Doug's world, so. That was a nice shot right there. Nice little touch. Would have been nice if he could have put a little more gas on it though and come down and just bump the 6 enough to get the 12 to roll out in front of the 8. He'd have been real good. Well, we talked to Frank before this match, and he said he was just going to play cautiously and smart and not try to give away too much of his skills so Doug wouldn't be able to catch on. And for all of you that are not paying attention to the chat room or watch this after, we're just harassing Doug in the chat room.
I mean, you know, I always think about that. It's like, man.
I know you're having a conversation with the chat room and people come back and watch later.
Our commentary must seem really odd to people that are going to be watching this like years from now.
Are these guys high?
Who are they talking to?
Well, there's a nice shot.
Now, that would be kind of a cool, and I think YouTube should do that, is to where you could see the chat room.
Right. Just can't.
When you watch this video. Or give you that option.
Yeah. Doug calls him daddy.
I think he should be calling him Mr. Henry if you've never beat him. You should be calling him for advice. You should be calling him for lessons.
Yeah, good hit.
That was a good hit. And he's
Well,
added it to the mess.
Good
though.
Lord. We got the
Added
Nick
it to the
Varner
mess.
wedge in the center of the table at the bottom.
They're re-racking these balls one at a time.
Yeah, it's funny when you play pool and you go through the life of playing pool. You'll always run into somebody who will be your nemesis for a while. Once you beat them, though. But apparently, Doug has been dragging Frank around for a while. Just can't quite shake him off.
Frank still got him on a leash. Well, let's see what his plan is after this shot. I almost like two-railing this down and try to set up a break ball. Well, he went at it right there, but caught the point of the side and brilliantly put Frank's 15 ball back in it. So everybody's in the mess now. Frank kind of had that 15 that he could break stuff out with, but Brandon took care of that. bunted the 1. The 13 got out, but the 1, he let the 1 get off the bottom rail and back into that mess.
Yeah. Well, just banked the 13 into the middle of the pile there, and we almost got him racked back up.
I'm thinking just bump the 13 to the rail there and leave the cue ball. Let Brandon run into his 1 or his 6. It's getting the stripes out. Oh, he decided to leave him way up table. Sometimes letting your opponent hit their ball is the most advantageous thing you can do. He was able to thin the 6, get back up table. Thinking Frank will thin the 13. Yeah, that's what he's lining up for. Well, he's put the 13. Yeah, he might be okay. 13 still goes in the bottom right corner, so he's okay there. In fact, if he could get a shot at the 12, get on that 13, Brandon's got to make sure he doesn't leave that. Guess he's going to try to thin the 1.
Yeah, it's going to...
Like
yeah, he's going to come up and give up the...
That
That might have just gave everything up.
Yeah, that was what I was worried about. You get Frank back up there on that end of the table.
Yeah. Well, he couldn't stay low either because the 13 popped out for a breakout too.
You can shoot this 12, come across right into the 8. Probably leave you a shot on the 15.
Well, that surprised me.
Wow, he went down into the 1.
That surprised me a lot. I thought he'd just come right through off of the top edge of the 8 in that area.
All right, left-handed, reached, thins the 13, back up.
I think he snagged him.
That's a good shot.
Well, I think if you're going to kick at anything here, you kick at the 1 from the right side. You kick at anything else, I think you sell out. Because you can't give up ball in hand.
Can, but it won't be very advantageous.
Ooh, big word of the day before 4 p.m.
By 4 p.m., I'll be too tired to come up with any big words.
I know, that's why you did it early.
That's right. Must be getting boring in there.
Somebody asked me what being a referee was like. I said it's like being a barehanded porcupine catcher.
That's a true story.
What does being a referee feel like? You're going to be kicking the leg really hard.
Well, especially when you do tournaments, the players have been used to getting away with stuff by being rude and obnoxious. That's when it sucks to be a tournament official or director,
but for the most
or a referee.
For the most part, I've been treated pretty damn good.
Oh no, I'm just saying in general. You know,
Yeah.
you go in and do a brand new tournament.
Oh yeah,
And the players are used to running over whoever ran the tournament before. Those are the tournaments you're going to get treated like crap until you learn to lay down the law.
yeah, you got to earn their respect. Well, I think he's got a nice angle on this 15 to go up and back down. Now he's going to look at the 13. He'd want to get right back about to where he is now.
Yeah.
He can make either ball, I think, but which is easier to get shape on?
Yeah, I think the 15 he only has on the side, and it's got the cue ball running away.
Right. He'd have to go all the way up and back down.
Oh, he didn't hit it hard enough anyway.
I don't know that he had enough of that ball. He
Yeah.
really, that was tight.
Yeah, he overcut it a wee bit.
Careful, Frank. You're not playing Doug Woo. Don't be messing around with him now. Hey,
Mama.
look at this. We send Rich for tea, and Bonnie brings it back.
Goes and gets green peppers and jalapenos.
He would have put that in your tea.
Dork.
Yeah. We've lost our stream.
Not on our end. Might have just been on our computer.
Okay.
Well, no, said it dropped some frames. Yeah, that's got to be their internet. Unless we got a video card going bad or something. It went a long time without dropping frames. You think if it was our card, video card, it would be consistent. Oh, Brandon's about to get his second win here. Uh-oh, don't go on the side. Oh, my Lord.
Man,
The window
he just
that he
did
had to eke into to get there. Can you believe that fit by the 15 and then went in the side? Oh. Oh, we're getting some inside scoops on the Frank Wu problem.
the talk of Oklahoma.
Apparently. The rumor we hear is everywhere Doug goes, Frank goes to run Doug off. Doug, you got to beat that monkey back, man. Doug's going to be like, man, I wish I wouldn't have never brought this up. This is wrong. Well, Frank takes game number 4. One more, and he is the winner of this set.
Yeah, he is on the hill.
Brandon got such a bad roll there.
He just hit it a little too hard.
Hey, Doug, you know I can't stop now.
Well, maybe we got a little more than an inch at home. That's one of my friends.
Somebody made a snowman.
That's
Dude, I'm not looking forward to going to Lincoln City. I'm going to have to drive through some really crappy weather with a truck. Oh, well, so let it be.
man. Hopefully the weather's passing through and it'll be better by the time you go through.
It's only a couple weeks away.
Yeah.
This year's kicking my butt, and we're still at the beginning.
Well, you get a little break well, no, you don't get much of a break after this, do you? Because you've got to
go home for 3 days.
3 days.
Be home for 3 days and got to go to Vegas, pick up the truck, the trailer, head to Lincoln City, which is a 2-day drive, run that event. Then after that, drive back to Vegas, drop that trailer off, pick up another trailer, drive it to Texas, drive back to Vegas, get the other trailer, drive it back to Texas.
Now let me explain to our viewers what you'll be doing in those 3 days you're back home. Everybody,
Nothing.
I was gonna say, let's be real quiet.
I'm not gonna do nothing. Turn on the TV, lay on the couch.
He doesn't even get
I'm
off.
sure I'll do paperwork and
He
stuff.
doesn't even get off the couch to sleep. He just like sleeps right there.
Well, Brandon, you got to win this game. Just one at a time.
Yeah, we saw some couple of comebacks yesterday, so.
Well,
Things are pretty spread. If he doesn't get out, he could be in trouble.
I like shooting a 7 here and drawing back so that I'm a little straighter on the 3. Then shoot the 6 and try to draw over to the rail. It's either, no, you know what? Shoot the 7 now, roll forward, shoot the 2,
Yeah,
the
that's
5.
what I'm thinking, boy, I don't want to have to get on that 2 again.
Yeah, no, shoot the 7 now, roll forward, shoot
Yeah,
the
he's
2,
gonna
then
take
the
the-
5, because you're going to have the same shot on the 3
He's gonna take the
that you
3.
got now, only a little bit better angle and just a little farther.
Nicely done. Come on.
Yeah,
come
except for-
on. Okay, he's good.
All right, now you got to come down here and get good shape on that 7.
Yep, got to get back on that 7. Pretty
You
much
got to
where
get
you
you
were.
got to get the shape that you just had,
Yep.
and
which-
that's the key right
But he's
there.
laying good to do that.
He is. But just remember, he had shape, chose not to use it, and so many times you see that get people in trouble.
He's good. No, I like his pattern here because it worked out. It's
Because it worked out, yeah. Yeah, a little
way-
off on that
the
last
way we were
shot.
looking. It was like, well, he is going to have to go up and down the table, but
Yeah.
here he is able to clear everything at the top.
Well, we'll see what happens here. He's got a little bit of angle. He's got to make sure he holds that cue ball close to that.
I like this
Line
pattern
of the
because
2.
of how good he hit the 3. We'll put that way. All right, he's just got to roll this cue ball to the rail. Shape on the 5 can be a little tricky too because of that 14. He doesn't want to be below the 5 and have the cue ball going away from the 8. He actually wants to shoot that 5 from like pretty close up there by the 10. Oh my goodness, what did he crushed it.
Yeah, that got
I
him in
don't
trouble.
know what he was thinking on that one. I would have just rolled to the rail there and shot the 2. Alright, he's going to kick down here in behind the 2, looks like. That's what he's looking at.
Well, I'll go back to the original pattern where he could have easily got shape on the 2. I think he could have got it there and he just shot way too hard.
Well, that's a pretty big spread in the men's gold.
Yeah.
I just looked up their Fargo ratings. Frank Henry's a 606. Brandon Hobbs is a 537.
Well, yeah, and they based it off of what their Fargos were in December and set number. That's why I don't like set numbers.
Yeah.
Let it, and you can't freeze Fargo.
No, it changes.
So if a guy signs up in December and then your tournament's the end of February, he could be 20, 30 points better by then. So what was the point? If you have everybody sign up in one division and then when we do the draw at the tournament, that sets people into divisions, and you can set that based on
right. That's
the split of the size of the divisions. You're going to have a lot closer matchups. But
well, he hit for as bad as he hit the other one. He hit that one good. All right. I think he can pocket this 5. Just roll.
I'm not saying nothing.
He's gonna rub the 8, but just roll forward. Don't let the 8 get too. Don't hit the 8 hard. You don't want to hit this hard. Just get past the 8. Oh boy, he hit the 8 dead solid.
He needs to put a lot of right hand spin on it, so when it hit the 8, it would push forward.
He was a little unlucky that he just hit the 8 dead solid and it didn't move. He didn't rub it.
Well,
but if you cut like that, who cares?
Made a nice shot there. Brandon is still battling 4-2. What a shot. Hell of a cut. I'll be back just this minute.
All right, so Frank will have the break in this game. I think he'd love to put an end to this comeback right here with a good solid break and a run. Don't want to let somebody like Brandon hang around too long. Oh, he let the cue ball get away from him, went right in the side. So Brandon's got a good opportunity here. He's got ball in hand. Could pull one game closer. Well, he bumped that 5 down into a place he really didn't want it, but looks to me like you can still see the 3. Just what is he going to do with the 5? Everything else goes. Okay, he could shoot this 7. If he gets the right angle on the 1, he could go down and Well, no, he's pretty straight. I was going to say he could go down into the 5. He's a little too straight on the 1 for that, though. Not sure what pattern he's looking at here. Okay, he still tried to go into the 5. Problem with going into it off that side rail, though, is he just buried it deeper. Had he had a little more angle on the 1 to cut it into the side and come straight down into the 5, it would have banked it kind of up table. You want to get it off that bottom rail. You're watching Bad Boys TV, where we're bringing you the 2018 Black Gold BCA State Championships from the beautiful Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Singles action today. We wish all the teams good luck in their trip here. I guess there's been some freezing rain out there, some parts of the state. Everybody be safe. Get here. All right, so Frank's got quite a mess down here in the bottom. He's got 3 stripes tied up at that 5. Okay, he starts with the 13 up the rail into the corner. I believe he can see this 14. This could really change how things look. Could be tough to get a shot after this, though. He's going to break things out, but his cue ball may get stuck down there. Okay. Wow. He broke things out. The 6 hung up in that pocket up there, which kind of it takes one pocket away. I don't think he really needs it, though. He can shoot this 15. He'll have to get on the 11-12 combination probably. Well, he missed the 15, and it comes down and kind of gets in there with the 12 and the 11. I think he's okay. All right. Brandon's really happy to have that 6 sitting up in front of the hole. He can make that, get on to 4. Everything looks pretty wide open for him here. He's just got to keep Whitey in line. Whoa, 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 where are you going? Where are you going? Okay. I would have thought he'd been playing that 4 down here in the bottom right corner, but he's got shape for it in the side. Well, he may choose to take the 5 because I think the angle shooting that 4 is going to take the cue ball the other direction. He overhit that. Unless he was trying to come all the way down for the 5, and then, well, that would have been a heck of a shot. All right, he's cutting to 5. A little bit thin. He probably should be trying to go between the 10 and the 4, all the way up table, off the top rail, and then back down. But let's see. A lot of times in these big matches, it's just hard to let your stroke out. And he's trying to hold it, and that's what happens. Tentative stroke. He hit way too much 5 ball. Missed it badly, but he has blocked the 3 balls over there on the left side that Frank needs to do something about. Alright, so Frank chose to play safe there. Bank the 10 into those balls. About all he's left Brandon is a bank on this 5. Not an easy one. If Brandon does take on this 5, he's going to want to try to get around that 10. So he can go 2 rails around for that 4. Lot to worry about. You got to back cut this bank and get the cue ball. I almost like thinning the edge of the 5 and just putting Frank back behind the 8. somewhere between that middle diamond and the diamond on the right, down on the bottom rail. Yeah, we're still playing the game we were when you left.
Lots of progress I missed, huh?
Yeah, haven't missed a whole lot. All right, I think he's decided to bank it. Here we go. Unless he changes his mind again. No, he didn't back cut it enough. Did get the cue ball around those stripes though. And yeah, he's left. He's left Frank either a cut on the 11 in the side, or he can cut the 12 down here into the corner. Either way, he should be going into. He should separate these balls enough to have a shot at something.
Overcut it. Oh, it went.
Okay, it still
Wow,
went.
it looked like he overcut that one.
He did just a little. Just a little.
Butt clinch.
He definitely
He
shot
should
it
be
into
all
the
right.
left side of that pocket.
He should be okay here, though.
Yeah, I think he's looking to where does he want to leave the cue ball to get on a 10 so he can come back across for the 15.
I think you just shoot a stop shot here.
Pretty much.
And then shoot the
yeah.
10 with a little bit of left and draw and come back between the 4 and the 15 and
Yep, I
be
think
good to go.
I think he's perfect right there.
I'm starving. Give me those cookies. Bonnie's like, you could pick out the jalapeno. No, you can't. You can't pick out jalapenos and green peppers. They leave flavor everywhere.
Oh, that's what's so good about him.
No, it's not. Oh, he didn't want to be jacked up for this shot.
I think he's okay.
All going to depend on where he bumps the 8.
Yeah, he is going to bump the 8 towards the bottom rail, and I'd be more worried about that than I am his cueing. Okay. He was able to rub off the edge. I think
See if he can cut like Brandon.
he's got a cut he can handle here. All right, so Frank Henry moves on in the
Nemesis moves
winner's
on.
side. Brandon will move over to the one-loss side.
Doug, we think we figured out the problem. You miss a lot of shots. Thanks for watching. We'll be back
Yep, we should have
whenever the
another-
next match is. Probably up right now, but
Yeah, I think we were supposed to start a match about 15 minutes ago.
I
so
definitely need a break.